Hello, hello. Let's get this puppy started. I hope the heck this is sitting the right direction here. Welcome, welcome. I hope we're not sideways. I'm gonna get right into it, guys. If you are new to bullet journaling, this is a great system to start out with. It's from Catherine Pooler Designs, and Catherine has designed what she calls a Canvo bullet journal. So this is one of the older covers. I have a couple more, but they are out of reach of my camera at this second. And basically what it is, it's a spiral bound notebook that it has, I think there's 150 pages because I've taken one or two out of the back of mine. I use mine to actually cut up and cover up boo-boos for photography purposes. But it's filled with 150 pages of this amazing cardstock. The only thing that I can't use in this is my Copics because they go through the paper, but that's the only medium that I have found so far that doesn't work with this particular cardstock. So I just wanted to show you. We'll start out with my my May pages here. So, Catherine has a subscription called the Canvo monthly subscription, and it contains these 3 items. So you get a smaller stamp set, you get a 4x6 stamp set, and then you also get some form of stencil in your collection, in your subscription. This just happens to be the June, and it is so cute. It's all citrus based. So this says acts of kindness, and this says today I will spread sunshine, live your zest life. And these are also about a month later or so, they come out in the CP shop, so you can buy them individually if you have missed anything for the year, or if you want to give them as a gift. They make great gifts, and you can also buy the stencil separately as well later on in the month. So this is June's subscription, and I'll go back to my pages here. Now, I happen to put Post-it notes so that I remember which colors of ink I use. It's my way of kind of keeping track. So this is, I always do an intro. So this is where the smaller stamp set always comes with the month printed out in some gorgeous font, usually hand lettered. And then I used both stamp sets and stamped out whatever my design. And these are all CP inks, of course. So this one has polished, which is kind of like a pinky tone, hot tub, which is kind of a light blue, eucalyptus, which is the dark green, and mandarin spice, which is the nice dark orange. And then this one is a water tracker page. So I have taken my stencil here and I've masked off areas so I can get in, and I've used finger daubers and Catherine Pooler inks to get my rainbow effects. So, and of course, if you count out all of the pieces within the citrus, it totals up to 30. So this works perfectly for a 30-day month for documenting. So you can fill in each one of those kind of teardrop shapes. So that's really fun. And this one was actually a oopsie doopsie page because I dropped the stamp right there when I was doing it. I was so upset. So I figured, okay, well, I'll just stamp it all around my citrus and we'll call it a design. It's not the design I had initially hoped for, but you know what? It's okay. All right. And then I always do a full calendar. So sometimes I just do it on a single page and sometimes I do it on multiple pages. And Catherine always puts some cool little solid stamps somewhere in the design, which work perfectly for putting places where you can number your calendar. So again, I just stamped June and these kind of branchy pieces, and then I used all the solid citrus to put all of those in. Now this particular thing here, if I can find it quickly, is also one of Catherine's stencils. I love this one. This is the half calendar stencil. So you get to make up however many squares that you need. So if the month has 30 days, you do 30 squares. If your month has 28, like February, then you do 28. So this is really handy to have. And I'll see if I can grab my full calendar because it's the one that I use for a single page. So this one, and I'll see if I can find you guys an example page. This one basically puts a full calendar spread on one single page, which is great. And you, of course, can use a pen or a marker or ink or whatever you wish. You could even use this for card designs. This would be a really cool kind of background. All right, so there's the page for June. And then I start off always with the first day wherever it lies. So for June, it just happens to lie on a Tuesday. So I just went from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and went on to the 5th, which ends on the Saturday, and had fun with some really fun inks here. This one happens to be Sauna, which is a gorgeous yellow. Oh, wait 1 second. Sorry, that's limoncello. Sorry. And Melon Ice, which is a nice light green. We have Lucky and Suede Shoes, which is the blue. So I kind of wanted it to be kind of a fresh little page. Now, along with the kit, you can also buy additional stamp sets that work really well. This one happens to be called Days Many Ways. So it gives you all the days of the week, plus you could use just the capitals. There's a different font down here, and then there's also additional things like this week, notes, goals. And of course you can indicate Marvelous Monday, Terrific Tuesday, Wonderful Wednesday. This is a great stamp to have. This one is called Habit Tracker, and this is one that you might use to create your tracker pages. So it has things like savings, reading, mood, exercise, budget, healthy eating, and all like that. And then there's all kinds of different fonts for tracker, and they're all kind of intermixed there. That's another great one to have. Another one of my must-haves is the daily plan, and it lists all the days of the week, and then it has some fun banners and bullet points as well. That's another great one to have in your collection. If you like to put your date on the side or circle things or This is a really great stamp set to have. This is called Months Many Ways. So of course it has all of your short forms. And then it also has Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, or Monday, Tuesday, according to whatever start day that you tend to use. I tend to use Sunday as my start date. And then, of course, it has all of the days up to 31 for each pattern. So the first starts on the Sunday, let's say. The first starts on the Monday. And it rotates through all of them. And, of course, you just mask off. If it happens to have 30 days, you just mask off that 31. So this is really handy to have as well. It's on my must-have list. And this one here is called Milestone Sentiment Mix, and I like it for the numbers because it's great size to work with your calendar. Plus, this year Catherine came out really early on, and this is called January Notes, and it has smaller numbers, which work really well. So this is also on my must-have list. So let's set these aside. I think what we'll do is we'll do a single page, and we'll make it fairly quick here. In the repertoire of the Canvo stuff that Catherine has all different kinds of different stencils. And they're all basically under the word weekly. So for instance, this stencil is called Weekly 4. And because I grabbed it, that's the one I'm going to use. So there's lots and lots of different stencils that are designed specifically for your single pages, like this. And there's all different configurations. Some have rounded corners, some are shapes. You just have to look through the gallery, and I will put a link down below when we're done here to show you all the different options that you have. These are great because it makes for fast kind of layouts for your pages. So I'm just kind of lining stuff up here with my bullets on my page till I get a place that I kind of feel it's lined up. You can be picky or not picky. I'm just going to use a piece of low-tack tape here to hold everything in place. So it just makes it easier when using a stencil. The next thing that I decide is which kind of side of the line or the gap that you're going to use. Because my pen is fairly thin, this is just a Sharpie fine pen, which is my favorite to use in my bullet journal, is whether you're going to use the inside of the stencil or the outside of the stencil. Generally, I use the outside. It tends to match up better with the dots on the page, but the option is there to do what you wish. So this just makes a fabulous and really easy way to put in those blocks for your journaling or your whatever you're going to use your page for. And stencils are inexpensive, so this is a great investment. Doesn't cost you a lot of money. Oh, and I like the fact that she's left kind of gaps. I think this would be a great place to pencil in the days of the week, actually. I think would work really great. So let's assume that this is, of course, the next spread. Next to, this is the end date is the 5th, so this is going to be the 6th and on. And of course, this is the month of June. And I think I'm going to pull our 4 brand new CP inks. If you are a Stamp Nation member, you can shop tomorrow And for the public, these will come out on Wednesday. So I'm so excited about these colors. Aren't they absolutely magical? They are called Beach Retreat, and there's still 4 more colors that are coming. So, and I think they work really well together. So let's use some Cove Blue and stamp our June. And I'm just going to kind of use this as my decorative aspect to my page, this upper piece here. And let's work with maybe some of the flowers. These are Catherine Pooler blocks. I love them, especially for bullet journaling, because they are perfectly sized for Catherine's mini stamps within her stamp sets. And I love using mini stamps. One of my favorite aspects of these sets, because they just, you can do everything and anything with them. Okay, so I've actually cut this, and what this does is my stamp, I cut some of the gaps out between some of the leaves, and what this allows me to do is actually bend my stamp. If you don't like cutting your stamps, that's fine. I don't mind kind of doing these things because it allows me to bend and flex my stamps kind of the way I wanna. Okay, so we're going to use this Greenery Stamp, and I've got our sea glass color here. And I'm just gonna have it pop out the top. Like such. I like to leave this inked image on the page for just a little bit, just so that the ink has some contact time with the paper. Because you can't put this in your MISTI or your stamping tool because of its thickness, you have to have really inky stamps and be patient. So we're going to use some Tranquil. This is our lighter blue, and I'm just going to stamp some random blue blooms around my page here. There we go. Let's see. Maybe we'll go up right again. And let's pick our other smaller bloom, and this is, we're going to go in with our Cove Blue again. And we're just going to randomly stamp some fun blooms. There we go. And then we have another image, and I'm going to go back to the sea glass. I'm not going to stamp up there. And I'm not worried about that it didn't stamp, and I'll show you how to combat that in 1 second here. Let's just finish up with our sea glass blooms. Now, the secret to this is to, number 1, plan ahead, and number 2, put your stamp as close to the edge of your stamping block as possible, and then stamp it, just so that your block doesn't interfere with the ring system. Super easy to fix. And let's see. You know what? I'm just going to basically pencil in using the marker that I used to trace. So my first day of the week is Sunday. Right in that gap where our stencil left, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. See if I can fit it in that gap. Yep, Tuesday. And then Wednesday. Just going to do simple black letters. And then let's go to our January notes stamp set. And I have lost my 5. That's great. Now, the next day on my calendar will be day number 6. So I'm going to go with our Cove Blue and just do 6 in the corner. Because this is the 9th, I'm going to just literally flip it around and use my 6 as my 9. And then let's finish off with our 7. Our little baby 7. Monday is the 7th. And I have got that really inky 7 and 8. 8. And there we go. Really, really fast, really simple. And then of course you can journal whatever you want. Maybe this is just your way of tracking what you do for the day, or scheduling things. It's yours because it starts out blank, so you can make it as pretty and delicate and inky. Basically, you just get to have fun and decorate. So thanks for joining me today. I hope I've inspired you to get out some new inks and maybe start a bullet journal. Check out down below and I'll send you some links to the products that we have here. Thanks again, guys. Catch you on the flip side. Bye.